Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at Mark Morris High School for Girls Civil War Basketball Action Part 2 between the visiting RA Long Lumberjills taking on the Mark Morris Monarchs. Good to have you with us. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media. Senior night here tonight inside Bill Bakamus Gymnasium. 6 different Mark Morris seniors will be recognized for their contributions and effort to the Mark Morris Monarchs program. Mark Morris comes into this ball game on a 3-game winning streak, 12-7 overall on the season, 9-4 in Greater St. Helens League competition. Currently good for 3rd place in the league standings. They cannot ascend or descend any further, no matter what the result is here tonight against RA Long. Same thing can be said for the Jills. They find themselves locked into the number 6 spot in the Greater St. Helens League. They will have a 1-game pigtail matchup coming up next week against the Evergreen number 3 seed on the road at that EVCO team's hosting gym site. Both teams would love to get a victory before they enter postseason play in the district tournament. Odds are that Mark Morris will be traveling to take on the number 2 EVCO seed, and most around the campfire think that that's going to be the Black Hills Wolves. So that would be something to expect coming time for districts as far as Mark Morris's potential opponent. That would leave RA Long facing most likely the Tumwater Thunderbirds. But these two have to lock it up here tonight first before we get to district playoff action. And these two teams have already met once this season over at Joe Moses Court inside the Lumberdome. It was the Monarchs coming away with a 57-38 victory over the Jills. Mark Morris's ingredients for success this year has been a really good balanced scoring effort and the ability to play some really hard-nosed defense, especially after made baskets. And they are led by any one of the, I would say Reese Johnson, Kea Maki Evie, Kiki Maki Evie, Paisley Friedenberg, a freshman's come in off the bench, been great for him this year. Ashlyn Cole's been clutch off the bench. There's just a lot of different moving parts for the Monarchs in terms of their success that they've had already this season. RA Long, they can compete with you. Problem is when the game gets deep, will they still have the legs and will they still have the availability? Only 2 seniors rostered on the Lumberjills. Figure that they're going to be a much improved ball club coming back next season. Their leading scorer this year, Alana Brown, has done a great job carrying the load for the Jills. And Bree Garwood, a crafty junior, looks to be the future cornerstone, along with Evelyn Austin, a 6-foot center. We're going to have the senior introductions here in just a couple of moments. And then they're going to run the last 5 minutes of warm-ups, and then we'll have starting lineup introductions. So tip-off realistically probably about 15 or so minutes away. So plenty of time to grab some popcorn and some adult beverages if you're into that kind of thing.
Welcome, Lumberjacks and Monarchs. Before we start our senior recognition, 2 quick announcements. First, thank you, Mark Morris Pep Band. You come to 5 boy games and 5 girl games every season. You do a great job. Let's give it up for our Pep Band, please. Second, a tradition and a collaborative effort between the 2 high schools is a joint senior party put on by RA Long and Mark Morris. Tonight, between the first and second period, student leaders from both schools will be going through the stands and soliciting donations for this year's senior party. Please be generous for this worthy cause. And with that, let's turn the microphone over to Mark Morris head girls coach, Sean Atkins.
Okay, thank you all again. incredible for the community to come out and show some love and appreciation for some high school girls basketball. So I appreciate everyone being here. First, we'd like to honor the seniors from RI Long, right? They put in 4 great years of work, lots of battles over the years. So when I call you seniors' names over there, if you guys can stand up for me, we have Alana Brown, Laura Nicolaisen, and we have Sarah Soricho. Okay, we will start off with our seniors. And our first one up is Wednesday Cavazos. So come out here to midcourt Wednesday and face us, please. Wednesday is accompanied tonight by her Nana and service. Wednesday's favorite basketball memory is bus concerts on the way back from away games. Her future plans, she's going to join the Marines and the Allied Trade Service for welding with the goals of becoming a journeyman welder. Wednesday's advice to younger players would be show up and being present because it's important to be at everything. So thank you. Wednesday Cavazos. Next up, we have senior Grace Eaton, accompanied by Jeremy and Michelle Eaton. Grace Eaton's favorite basketball memory, getting to room with Rayleigh and Cadence at Oregon State Team Camp. Her future plans, she's going to continue her athletic career playing soccer at Columbia Basin College, and she wants to study business for her career. Her advice to younger players is have fun and enjoy the experience because it goes by fast. Gracie. Next up, we have Destiny Watson. Destiny's favorite memory is going to Ellensburg for the opening round of the state tournament her sophomore year and getting to stay overnight there in Ellensburg. Her future plans is to go to LCC and get her AA and then move on to a 4-year school to get her degree in radiology. Destiny's advice for younger players is don't forget your basketball gear in all capital letters. Next up, we have senior Cadence Gorins, accompanied by Tanya and Jason Gorins. Cadence's favorite memory was a day at practice when the floor ended up being mopped in a certain spot, and some players didn't know, and they tried to run right through it. We don't want to point fingers at anyone, Destiny, but she happened to take a big spill and a little bit of a fall right in the middle of a practice. Yeah, it was quite a day. Future plans for Cadence. She wants to attend LCC to get her associate's degree and then join one of the radiology programs anywhere in Washington. Her advice for younger players is always show up for your team and be a good teammate. So Cadence Gorins. Next up, we got senior Rayleigh Gazabi, accompanied by Miranda and Ryan Gazabi. just a week ago, beating Columbia River here and then dumping water all over me as I came into the locker room. Rayleigh's future plans are to attend LCC and get into the teaching program. Her advice for younger players, show up to things and give it your all. It goes by fast, so make it count. Don't take it for granted and be best friends with your teammates. Last one up, we've got senior Kea Maki Evie, accompanied by Tessa and Kayla Maki. Kaya's favorite memory is last year at Oregon State Team Camp, choreographing and performing the TikTok mashup, which got I think it was a full set of 10s. Yeah, we were one of the best ones at the camp, so it was well put together by the senior group there. Her future plans are to attend LCC and join the nursing program and stick with the family tradition, it feels like, for them. Advice to younger players, enjoy it while it lasts, because it will be your senior year before you know it. Some of the younger players and coaches have decided they want to say a few words about each senior, so we're going to start with Maddie is going to come up and say a few things about Wednesday. Looks like Maddie got a little stage fright, so Coach Chris Reeves is going to step in here.
So Maddie wrote something for Wednesday, and I'm going to read it. Wednesday is a very good friend that always supports her team. I'm very glad that I was able to play on the same team as her, even if it was only for a year. She always gives it her all in practice and in games, and she's always willing to give a helping hand when needed. I've known Wednesday for a little while before basketball, but I was able to build a stronger friendship over the season that I hope continues into the future.
Next, we got Ashlyn Cole going to say a few words about Grace Eaton here.
Grace, you have always been such a big role model for me. You always pick everyone up when they are down and always know how to make everyone smile and laugh. You have always been someone I could talk to, whether it was during soccer or basketball season. I could always tell you things that would upset me, and you would always make a way for us to laugh it off. I have loved playing with you these past 2 years, and I will miss seeing you on the court. Love you, Grace. I can't wait to see what is next to come for you.
Next up, we got Reese Johnson speaking on Destiny Watson here.
Destiny. When I first came to Mark Morris last year, you immediately welcomed me with kindness and friendship. You made sure I was included in every group conversation and activity. You've always been a great friend to me on and off the court. You provide me with great advice, helped me through hard times, and have been there for me no matter what. Being your teammate meant constantly being lifted up. No matter what happened during the game, you always gave it your all and inspired everyone to continue with a positive attitude. My favorite memory of us is this summer during Oregon State Camp with you, Kiki, Michaela, Kay, and I all did face masks in our dorm and could not stop giggling the whole time. I'm forever grateful for you and our friendship. I love you so much, and I know you'll go on to do great things after graduation.
Next up, we got Alexa Harrison speaking for Cadence Warriors.
Cadence is probably one of the most kind-hearted, genuine people I know. I'm so grateful to have spent 2 years playing both volleyball and basketball at Cadence, and this year tennis as well. She constantly puts a smile on mine and others' faces on and off the court. Cadence has also grown a tremendous amount as a basketball player, getting countless points and rebounds. She's not just a great basketball player, she's truly a remarkable person. And I can't wait to see all the amazing things she'll continue to do, both on and off the court.
Next up, we've got younger sister Cam Gazzotti going to speak on Rayleigh.
Rayleigh, watching you play basketball all these years has been one of the coolest things ever. You've put your heart and soul into this sport, and it was never about the points and the wins. It was about the work you've put in and and we all had fun. That's what I admired about you most. More than anything, it's the way you've handled everything off the court that has made me most proud. You've shown what it really means to be a leader and to be there for your teammates and to always have their backs, no matter what. You've made basketball feel more than just a game. It's about family. It's about support and pushing each other to be better. And as your sister, I've gotten to be your biggest fan, whether that meant cheering from the bench or being on the court together. I've learned so much from you, and I truly don't know what I would do without you by my side. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being such an amazing role model. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for all the laughs. Thank you for all the times you've made me proud. And thank you for always believing me when I couldn't. I want to be where I am today without you, and I think your presence has made an impact on all of us. You've earned this moment, and I can't wait to see what you do next. I love you, and I'm beyond proud of everything you've accomplished.
Next up, we got Kiki going to talk about Kaya here.
Hi, I just wanted to appreciate how much Kaya has done for the Mark Morris girls basketball team. Having you as my sister is a blessing I will never take for granted. Sometimes we get along, sometimes we don't, but I know you're always there for me. You've been such an inspiration to me growing up on and off the court. You always make me stronger physically and emotionally. Kaya has been such a motivation to keep myself performing my best on the court. She connects with every one of her teammates and pushes us to our fullest because she wants to see us succeed. She wants to see us be our best selves and our best version. Kaya always wants what is best for the team. She brings her leadership and brings the energy we need to every day. As soon as it feels real to me that you're a senior and we won't be playing basketball together. You're my best friend, and I don't know what I would do without you, sis. Whatever chapter is next in your life, just know I will be by your side through it all.
Nice job, Keith. Tough act to follow up here. So I just have the last couple things to say for myself and the other coaches here. It's just fun, right? Every year you get to experience 4 years of kids coming up, and you get to watch them grow. They come in baby face, not sure what they're going to be like, and you watch them grow into grown women that are talking about being nurses, talking about being teachers, talking about being welders, and it's so fun to watch the kids evolve over the years. This group in particular is just going to be known for how competitive they are, how they carried on a tradition of expectations. When they showed up as freshmen and sophomores, we were getting ourselves back on track. And they kept the train moving full speed ahead. With the last 3 years these girls have been on varsity, we have a 44-25 record, earning 2 different trips to the regional round with the, fingers crossed, hopes that we can come take care of business and make that 3 in the last 3 years, and carrying on the tradition of what we hope to expect for Mark Morris basketball going forward. I hope you younger players have watched closely and have learned what it takes to continue on with what these 6 bring to the table each day. They each are unique in their own way, but all 6 are great examples of perseverance, hanging tough, and proving how you can be a high-level athlete throughout high school. So thank all you girls, thank your families. It doesn't happen without your folks. Appreciate all you guys for all you've done. So thank you guys. Now Rayleigh's going to come up and she's got a few words she'd like to say.
On behalf of the seniors, we would like to thank the cheer for always bringing the energy and spirit to our games, the band for pumping us up before and during our games, our score table. You guys have been fantastic all year and our games wouldn't be possible without you. The custodians for putting in the time to keep our court clean. Our administrators, thank you for all the time and dedication you put into this season. To our coaches, thank you for all the time you've spent and all the dedication you put into this program to make it special for us. To all of our teammates, current and past, thank you for all the lifelong memories you have created on and off the court. We will remember these for years to come, and this sport wouldn't be the same without you guys. To Miss Lohman and Miss Bennett for organizing everything. We also want to thank Ray for being the best bus driver out there and always supporting us. Your jokes are the best. And finally, a huge thank you to our parents for being there with us every step of the way. The number of hours you've spent in the gym supporting us, traveling all over our tournaments and games means everything. We wouldn't be where we are today without you guys, so thank you for always being our #1 supporters.
Okay, so if we could get you guys all to squeeze together for a photo here in the middle, and then one more time from the crowd, we just give a round of applause for all 6 of you seniors.
Thank you, Coach Ott, the RA Lumberjills, for letting us have our ceremony. And thank you, 6 seniors, for a tremendous career of girls basketball at Mark Morris High School. We'll start playing basketball in 5 minutes.
Well, that concludes the senior festivities pregame here before the Civil War showdown. Boy, that was emotional. Yeah, that was a great overall senior ceremony. A lot of heartfelt words, tear-jerking words, obviously, as you might have seen. But that's what it's all about, building relationships, you know, and building it through sports. And, you know, the sisters to sister, that was I mean, it's just beyond basketball. It's family, you know, and everybody else became part of that family as well, as you could tell from all the great words that were spoken there. So let's rekindle our focus here a little bit towards basketball. Again, we got about 4.5 minutes until we're going to get pregame introductions in the national anthem. Mark Morris on a 3-game winning streak, 12-7, 9-4 in league play. Good for 3rd place currently. Can't go any higher, can't go any lower. RA Long 6-13 overall, 4-9 in league play. Good for 6th place. Currently on a 1-game losing streak. First matchup went to Mark Morris at RA Long, 57-38. I'm going to take a quick break here, and then we'll be back after pregame introductions and national anthem, and we'll play basketball.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Clinched Court and Bill Bakamus Gymnasium. Tonight, the Monarchs face the RA Long Lumberjills. Let's meet the starting lineup of RA Long as announced by head coach JDI. A 5'8" senior, number 3, Alana Brown. 5'7" junior, number 5, Brianna Garwood. 5'6" junior, number 12, Jocelyn Benega Romero. 5'7" sophomore, number 14, Malaya Brown. And a 6-foot junior, number 15, Evelyn Austin. Starting for the Monarchs is announced by head coach Sean Atkins. 5'5" senior, number 12, Riley Gazzotti. 5'8" senior, number 15, Cadence Gorans. 5'7" senior, number 20, Grace Eaton. 5'8" senior, number 21, Destiny Watson. And a 5'6" senior, number 23, Kia Maka-Evie. Would everyone please stand? Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem by the Mark Morris Pep Band.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, national anthem has been played. Introductions have been made. We are just about set for the first 8 minutes of Civil War basketball, round 2 between R.A. Long and Mark Morris. Again, starters tonight. First for the Lumberjills, Alana Brown, Bree Garwood, Jocelyn Magana, Malia Brown, and Evelyn Austin. And a special senior starting lineup for the Monarchs as Austin tips it into the Lumberjills backcourt, and it's ran down by Magana. But starting out there for Mark Morris is Rayleigh Gazzotti, Cadence Gorans, Destiny Watson, a 3 up by Magana. And the Jills start the party here, 3-0. Grace Eaton, Kea Maka-Evie rounding out the starting 5 for the Monarchs. 3-0 early going. R.A. Long with the lead. Gorant surveying. Now a screen set for Maka-Evie. Her shot's blocked by Austin. It might have been touched by Watson, thrown back in by Watson. And Garwood controls for the Jills. Alana Brown, far side, brings it across. Brown bounce pass entry. Garwood high off the window, no good. And ball loose. Garwood picks it up. Finds Magana. Magana a little long, tapped out. Eaton controls for the Monarchs. Jills with a couple of good looks there. And long pass. Far wing. Drive inside. Scoop shot no good. Rebound Watson. Austin taps it out. Magana out in front. Has two players trailing her on defense. Eaton alters the shot. Garwood, though, trails the play, and now it's turned over. Stolen back by Maka-Evie. Maka-Evie gets around Magana. Fouled on the way up. She'll head to the line for two. Fans, be sure to share the live stream link with friends and family.
Fouls on Brown, her first, team's first.
Alana Brown called for the personal. That is her first and the first team foul. And Maka-Evie swishes home the first.
She'll show second.
And the couple officials here talking about something. And heading over to head coach J.D. Ott. And we got a technical foul issued. Free throw by Maka-Evie, no good.
Technical foul on the RA Long bench. Randy Guzziati, 2 free throws.
The RA Long bench called for a technical foul. And it's Guzziati who got the first one up, no good. Sorry, I had the camera over here to the official. Guzziati actually misses both technical fouls. And Mark Morris will get the ball, but only one free throw cashed in. I'd love to figure out what the call was in terms of why a technical was called on the bench. Neither here nor there. We'll find out later. 6:41 to go, opening quarter. Jills lead at 3-1. Behind the back dribble, Maka-Evie drives, tries to dime it off, and a kick ball is called. And possession is going to stay with Mark Morris, and a new shot clock will be awarded to the Monarchs. Maka-Evie looking inside, holding on to the ball, fires it up top. It goes into the backcourt. It's legal. Grace Eaton runs it down. Crossover dribble back to the basket move by Guzziati. Circling around the top, Maka-Evie. Maka-Evie throws up a wild scoop shot, no good. Watson grabs the offensive rebound. Shot clock did not reset. Guzziati drives, loses it out of bounds. It's last touched by R.A. Long. 12 on the shot clock. Inbound goes far side. Garwood slaps it out of bounds. Now 9 on the shot clock for Mark Morris. Inbound goes to the corner. A 3 up and off by Gorins. Alana Brown goes high for the rebound and pushes it across the timeline. Pass near elbow, handoff. Good rotation now. Far side, Brown a 3 on the way. Short, Austin trying to grab it down low, can't. But Magana comes over from behind, and Malia Brown is on the baseline with the basketball. Turnover, R.A. Long. 5:52 to go, and Reese Johnston and Kiki Maka-Evie are going to check in. No, they're not going to check in. The near sideline official says, nope, we're ready to go. Next dead ball. Skip pass, far side. Gorins another triple up and down for the senior, Cadence Gorins. And it's a 1-point lead now for the Monarchs, 4-3. Jills break a little backcourt pressure. Garwood pulls the trigger and swishes it home to get it back. Jills reclaim the lead 6-4. All 6 points from behind the three-point arc so far for the Jills. Gorins rotates it. Guzziati finds a slip And it's Maki Evie who throws it up wild, no good. Watson from point blank range can't control it. Austin dribbling it around, picks it up, finds Brown. And Alana looking up, dribbles across half court. Garwood puts it on the deck, double teamed, lost it through her legs. And behind her, Gazzotti picks it up, pushes the pace. Now near side. Gazzotti plays it back. Garwood steals from a crossover attempt and goes up with the left, and it's a little long, and Brown is going to pick up her second on a over-the-back foul call here with 4:22 to go in the first quarter. And those fouls are critical for the Jills.
Brown, her second, team second. Checking in.
And J.D. Ott showing no urgency of getting someone to the scorer's table to pick up Brown. She'll stay out there. Kiki Maki-Evie, a near wing three off front iron. Magana with the rebounds and plays it back to Brown. Excuse me. A reach and a foul called on Maki-Evie.
Foul on Kiki Maki-Evie. Her first, team first.
Brown inbounds it to her sister Malia. Malia hands it right back to Alana. Alana left-hand dribble at the logo. Goes to Garwood. Garwood travels. Johnston now with it. Takes a couple of dribbles. Bounce pass, leave near side. Maki-Evie. Kiki has it roll off and out. Rebound to Garwood. Magana circling the top, kicks Brown some space, and that's all she needs. Alana Brown with a three. Jills with a 5-point lead, 9-4. Johnston goes near wing. Maki-Evie to the foul line, stops and pops and hits. Kea Maki-Evie now with three. Jills lead it by three. Long outlet up ahead. Austin quickly fires it far side. The trailer is Brown. A three up, no good. Rebound Kea. Kea brings it across. Back to the basket now. Slashes inside. Floats it up and in. Kea Maki-Evie. Another bucket. She's on a 4-0 run. Up ahead, Austin goes up and in. Evelyn Austin with her first basket. Jills on top, 11-8. Jills would probably love nothing more than to spoil senior night here for their crosstown rivals. Despite being somewhat recognized, the three seniors on the Lumberjill roster, a three up by Gazzotti, no good. Magana secures the rebound. Garwood has it stripped, and it's going to stay with R.A. Long. Kiki got her hand on it. And Friedenberg and Camry Gazzotti checking in for the Monarchs. 2:01 to go here in the first quarter. Jills with a 3-point lead, 11-8. Inbound goes, far corner, driving and kicking. This is Austin, a long two, no good. Magana initially had it, and it's slapped out of bounds by Johnston right into a drum. And we're going to get a sub. Checking in for R.A. Long is Samantha Montgomery for Malia Brown.
Samantha Montgomery checks in from the Lumberjills.
Alana Brown inbounds it to Magana. Magana goes back to Alana. Alana back to the basket, has a screen, goes baseline instead, keeps her dribble, fires a pass to that elbow, and Garwood stripped. Mark Morris forces a turnover. Johnston at his steam. Has three Jills around her. Ball stripped and stolen back by R.A. Long. Far side Garwood. Magana airballs that one. hesitated to shoot it when she was open, and then by the time she realized how open she was, kind of hurried her motion. 1:26 to go here, opening quarter. But RA Long playing well here, 11-8. Dribble in, attempted pass near side deflected. It gets here. Kiki for the tie, no good. Montgomery snatches the rebound, double teamed and tied up. Gorin's got her hands on it first for Mark Morris, and the Monarchs have the possession arrow and win it back. 1:07 left first quarter. Kiki to inbound it, bounce pass entry, low but dug out by Camry. Johnston back to the corner, Maki Evie being guarded by Garwood. Drive baseline cut off by Garwood, stepping out and firing a three from the far wing. Gorns misses, offset rebounds, and Magana has no numbers, has a Wolf behind her, and the ball's out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Magana. Situation there where you just got to kind of slow it up and wait for the support to show behind you. 45 seconds left first quarter. Johnston has some space. I think the toe's on the line if it goes. And it's a long rebound after the miss to the far corner. Kiki Maki-Evie comes away with it. Friedenberg comes over, puts it on the deck. Johnson goes and gets it, circles the top. Bounce pass feed inside. Gorns has it ripped away and tied up by Garwood. So Garwood wins a jump ball back for the Jills, 23.5, shot clock off, and a little pressure initially being shown here by the Monarchs. Bounce pass entry goes to Garwood, back to Brown. Jills can hold for the final shot. Got to get it across, though, in front of the 10-second clock. Garwood gets it across, goes to the corner. Brown puts it on the deck, drives, shot. Either deflected or might have been a piece on the wrist. Either way, no call. Out in front now, Johnston fires it up just in front of the buzzer, no good. That's going to do it for the first quarter. RA Long with the lead, 11-8 at the end of the first period here on the road on Mark Morris's senior night. Fans, we're going to step aside and take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter in just a couple moments. Ecological Land Services provides efficient, cost-effective solutions for environmental permitting and land management. With 30 years of experience in the Pacific Northwest, they help developers, agencies, and landowners navigate complex environmental regulations. From wetland and stream assessments to habit restoration and mitigation bank development, ELS delivers accurate, timely services designed to bring your vision to life. For example, if you're planning a new construction project near wetlands or streams, ELS can help by assessing the impact on the environment, securing the necessary permits, and ensuring your project meets all environmental regulations, all while saving you time and money. Ecological Land Services, delivering smart, reliable solutions. Visit www.eco-land.com to learn more. Ecological Land Services, proudly sponsoring N2 Media Streaming. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the second quarter. 11-8, RA Long with the advantage. Four different Lumberjills score the rock in that first quarter. Alana Brown, Bree Garwood, Jocelyn Magana, each with three. Mark Morris inbounding, and we'll start with possession. Kea Maki-Evie leading the way with 5 for the Monarchs. Kiki dribbles into the elbow, kicks a far wing triple by Johnson off right. Rebound battled for it. It's Montgomery who comes away with it. Montgomery with 2 rebounds so far off the bench. Bounce pass, Magana, no hesitation, misses that 3. Kiki is able to get up and get the rebounds. Long outlet up ahead, far side, dribble in. Ball loose, dug out by Montgomery, and she slaps it to Brown. Brown dribbling up, has a trailer. Garwood read beautifully by Kiki. Mark Morris in transition now with it. Bounce pass feed near side under the basket. Shot partially blocked by Montgomery on Johnson, but Reese not giving up. Throws it down low inside. Gorns has it just roll off. We'll head to the free throw line for 2. Great hustle play by Reese Johnston to get the ball back after being blocked on the shot by Montgomery, who's had an effect so far off the bench for RA Long. First free throw slightly off. Malia Brown is going to get back into the ball game here for Jocelyn Magana. 7:10 to go, second quarter. Jill's still holding on to a three-point advantage on the road as Gorin settles in and hits the second. She's got 4. Brown looking for some support on the inbound. Jill's getting the cross. Montgomery bounce pass feed. Austin wide open from 10. Yes, Evelyn Austin sets her feet nicely and shoots the jumper with confidence. 13-9. Austin now with 4. Crossover in transition. A left-hand shot is up and in. That's the first basket by Reese Lightning. Montgomery. Bounce pass feed, back to the basket, move, drop, step, spin inside, shot airballed long by Austin. Johnston with the board. Let's get past near side. Kiki dribbles back inside with the right, kicks an open 3 for Friedenberg. No, Johnston grabs the offensive rebound though and dribbles out. Crosses over, and that's a double dribble there, and she taps her chest and says, yep, that one was on me. 6:13 to go. Jill still on top, 13-11. Rayleigh Gazzotti will check in for Paisley Friedenberg. Bounce pass entry for R.A. Long. Garwood and Brown playing catch. Garwood, bounce pass to Malia Brown, back to Garwood, a give and go, jump stop, 14-footer, no good. Rebound to Johnston. Reese dribbling it all the way to the far elbow, a kick. Camry Gazzotti rattles one down. That's her first basket, and we're tied up 13 apiece. And we've got a whistle, timeout after the made basket, and the indication is it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and be back in 30 seconds. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of R.A. Long and Mark Morris High School on N2 Media. Call financial advisor Ryan Littlefield at 360-916-4650 or visit him at 911 11th Avenue in Longview for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Welcome back here inside Bill Bakamus Gymnasium on Ted Nat Court. Mark Morris and R.A. Long doing battle for the second time this season, and it's tied up 13 apiece with 5:44 to go in the second quarter. Evelyn Austin inbounding. Jill's get it in. Garwood pushes it up ahead in front of the Monarchs student section. Back to Evelyn. Garwood moves it near wing. Into the ball game after the timeouts, Rebecca Montgomery. And Brown working against Johnston, fires a pass to Austin. Austin still with her dribble, jabs left. And now moves it to Garwood. Garwood up against the clock, 2 on the shot clock, a floater no good, and that should be a 30-second shot clock violation, but they say possession established by Mark Morris. Monarchs push it ahead anyway. Kiki Maki-Evie trying to go baseline, cut off by Montgomery, fires a pass top of the circle, Johnston. Johnson fake handoff, drives around Brown, floats, and it's long, rebound Garwood. Great move there by Johnston. And Garwood has 3 Monarchs around her, finds some support with Brown and gets it back. Malia Brown fires a pass to her sister Alana. Alana off the dribble is blocked by Kiki Maki-Evie. Johnston snags it. Johnston crosses over Garwood in the backcourt. Bounce pass feed, far wing. Entering the paint, Gazzotti. She's blocked by Austin. Austin straight up alters Gorins' shot, but nobody home on the near side for R.A. Long as Rayleigh Gazzotti rebounds, and Garwood is still out of bounds when she gets the pass back. Did not establish being in the core to play. Just like that, things are starting to turn here for Mark Morris as a self-inflicted wound might build some more momentum here for the Monarchs, who now lead it by 2. Their first lead of the ball game? No, they actually led at one point, 4-3. Johnston has one rattle out. Brown with it now for R.A. Long, looking to tie or take the lead. Halfway through the second now. Austin picks up her dribble in three-point land. Needs some help. Might think about a timeout here, and yep, JD Ott calls it. Read my mind, coach. In that situation, nobody was coming over. And 3:56 to go here in the second quarter, 15-13. Well, fans, no secret anymore. The big one's tomorrow night. Boys basketball action at R.A. Long High School, Civil War Part 2 for the outright league championship for R.A. Long. And Mark Morris can lay claim to a split league championship with a victory. And with that win, Mark Morris would be the #1 seed heading into the district tournament via tiebreaker. Starting at 6:45 tomorrow. Game tips off at 7, but we'll be live a little bit early on the live stream. You will not want to miss it. Inbound goes to Montgomery. Montgomery drives it all the way to the cup. Leaves it a little short. Nice take, though, there by Rebecca Montgomery. Driving to the paint around Austin, scooping it up and in is Kiki Makaivi. That's her first 2. And the Monarchs now on top by 4. High pass off the hands of Malia Brown. And the Jills turn it over quickly here with 3:34 to go before the half. Jocelyn Magana checking in for Malia Brown.
Magana Romero back in for the Lumberjills.
Johnston moves it far side. This is Kea Makaivi, jump stop at the elbow, finds Kiki. Kiki ball fake, looking to drive baseline, cut off by Garwood, and they're going to say off of Garwood, out of bounds. Kiki to inbound it with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Kea left open, 7 on the shot clock, goes to Kiki. A 3 is up on the way, a whistle though, and we're going to get a foul away from the ball on Garwood, trying to get through the screen set by Johnston. They would have counted the basket.
Her second, team second.
That's Garwood's second personal, so she joins Alana Brown with 2 personal fouls, and it's the second Lumberjill team foul. Rayleigh Gazzotti, an open 3 off back iron, and Johnson taps it right back to Rayleigh. Kiki, head fake, good defense here being played by Garwood. Kea one-on-one with Magana, gets around her, tries to pass inside, deflected by Magana. Austin comes over, gets her hand straight up, and Kea, unable to pick it up, just kind of slaps it towards the R.A. Long bench. Rayleigh tracks it down. Kea for 3. Yes. Kea Makaivi never gave up on it, and a turnover right away underneath the basket. Kea, scoop shot with the left. 5 consecutive for the senior. She's the first in double figures. It's a 9-point advantage all of a sudden for Mark Morris. 2:32 to go in the first half. Kea Makaivi now with 10, leading all scorers in the ball game. Right place at the right time. So a few timeouts burned here over the last couple of minutes of game time. Full court press being applied here by the Monarchs. Magana fires a pass way too high, and the Jills turn it over out of a timeout. Second period not going so smoothly as the first for R.A. Long. They've only scored 2 so far here in the period after scoring 11 in the opening 8 minutes. No one on the corner, and out of the corner goes Gazzotti. Dribbles all the way to the foul line with nobody on her. Mark Morris just kind of dribbling and weaving their way where they want to go. Inside, Makaivi goes up with the left, stripped on the way up by Magana. It'll stay here with the Monarchs with 9 on the shot clock. Maka-Evie lobs it into Johnston. Johnston crosses back over, tosses it near corner, dribbling out, finding a shooter at the top of the circle. Why not? Cadence Gorins gets the roll. 7 now for Gorins, and Magana nearly turns over another and actually does. Hesitation dribble, shouldering into contact is Kiki. Gazzotti blocked on the way up, but a foul called. Mark Morris just smelling blood in the water right now with 1:37 left in the second. They now lead it by 12, 25-13. First free throw good for Rayleigh Gazzotti, who's got 3 for Mark Morris. And entering the game for the first time tonight for the Monarchs is Ashlyn Cole, subbing in for Kea Maka-Evie. Second free throw, no good, and Ashlyn Cole, right on the spot, gets the rebound. Gazzotti for 3, no. And Montgomery snags the rebound, finds Brown. Ari Long looking to settle down here and just get to the free throw line. Instead, we got a travel here on the near side. Another Lumberjills turnover. Near side, Johnston drives baseline. Good defense coming over by Montgomery. That was Samantha Montgomery, but an offensive rebound collected on the far block, and Gorins goes up, fouled, and will head to the free throw line for 2. Evelyn Austin called for the foul. It's just her first personal, but it's the 4th Lumberjills team foul. 68 seconds to go in the first half as the first free throw rolls off for Gorins. Gorins' second, no good as well. Garwood tracks it down. Brown picks up her dribble, bounce pass into the Monarchs bench. Cal Fowler catching that one. I'd have to really go back and watch the film, but I want to say my gut says that's 5 straight turnovers and no shot attempts for R.A. Long. Johnston stripped on the way up by Garwood, and it's going to stay with Mark Morris, 45.8. I don't have the ability to rewatch it as I stream it, but I can later. But I can just tell you that things not going R.A. Long's way right now as far as execution is concerned. Too many open shots like this one are just cashed in the second quarter. Gorins now with 10, joining Maka-Evie in double figures. The lead is ballooned up to 16. Ball out of bounds, 29-13 with 31 seconds. Malia Brown will will enter the ball game for Evelyn Austin. Alana Brown inbounds Garwood. Trying to rip through, drives, floats, leaves it long, and the ball's tapped out of bounds. Last touched by Garwood. 24.6, shot clock off. Fans, be sure to stick around here for some stats at the half. Feed down low, back to the basket, Gorins. Malia Brown reaches in and ties it up, and they're going to say a jump ball. It'll be R.A. Long possession. Good play there by Malia Brown. Inbound goes to Sam Montgomery. 9 on the clock. Montgomery needs to get it across, does, to Garwood. Garwood, jump stop into a triple. Badly needed bucket for R.A. Long. And that's going to do it for the first half. 29-16. Mark Morris leading it by 13. They outscored R.A. Long 21-5 in that second quarter. And we got a halftime performance here by the Mark Morris cheerleaders. I will have to mute audio, so yeah. I'll let you enjoy the video version of the cheer routine. And then we'll be back to talk about the first half in just a few moments. All right, fans, that was the Mark Morris cheer staff. Just over 6 minutes to go till we start the second half. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back to recap the first half. Denali Heating and Air Conditioning, your local family-owned HVAC contractor, providing heating and air conditioning service for all makes and models, serving Cowlitz, Lewis, and Clark counties. Call Denali today at 360-957-8389 for all your heating and cooling needs. Denali Heating and Air Conditioning, proudly sponsoring N2 Media Streaming. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media, and this is our halftime report. Mark Morris leading here at the break, 29-16, behind a 21-5 second quarter over R.A. Long. And the game started out really well for R.A. Long overall. They led 11-8 at the end of the first quarter, led almost all the way throughout the opening period. And they had a pretty good balanced scoring attack going for themselves. Leading the way at the break is Bree Garwood with 6, and Evelyn Austin with 4, Alana Brown with 3, Jocelyn Magana with 3. So 16 total for the Jills at the intermission. For Mark Morris, the slow start was overcame with flying colors in the second quarter. 2 players tied for the team lead at 10 points apiece, Kayamaka Evie and Caden Scorens, both seniors. Next in line is Rayleigh Gazzotti with 3, Camry Gazzotti with 2, Kiki Maka Evie with 2, and Reese Johnston with 2, 29 total at the break for Mark Morris. But the story of the first half, I would say, just came down to turnovers. R.A. Long committing way too many of them in the second quarter to remain within arm's reach. The lead was as much as 16, but Bree Garwood came up with a big 3 just in front of the halftime buzzer to trim the lead back down to 13 and possibly give R.A. Long some much-needed momentum heading into the locker room. R.A. Long is going to have to do a lot better job of taking care of the basketball than they did in that first half, but second quarter specifically. And not to mention the fact that, you know, Mark Morris was able to space the floor how they wanted to in that second quarter specifically and move the ball with ease, dribble into the paint, and for the most part, I mean, R.A. Long was really having a tough time keeping up with them off the dribble. Just too much space being allowed to the Monarchs. And for Mark Morris, I mean, just to keep the momentum going, they didn't commit a foul in the second quarter. And I don't think that it was really driven by the choices of the officials as well. Mark Morris just did a really good job of playing disciplined defense and applying pressure without fouling. The offensive rebounds and points off turnovers favoring Mark Morris drastically there in that first half. So Mark Morris doing everything that they need to do to settle down after a slow start in the first quarter. R.A. Long just needs to get back to doing what they were doing in that first quarter, and that's put together effective possessions without turning the ball over and getting themselves in a bad spot defensively. And they got to do a better job of boxing out and getting Mark Morris one and done on missed shot attempts. Reese Johnston came into the game, and although she's only got 2 points, she was all over the place for the Monarchs, whether it was keeping a ball alive, grabbing an offensive rebound, driving and setting up an open shooter. But Johnston way more effective than the 2 points in the box score for sure. 2 minutes now until the start of the second half. Again, winner of this one doesn't improve at all, or the loser doesn't unimprove in league standings. Mark Morris is locked into the 3 spot. They will take on the EVCO number 2, and R.A. Long locked in to the number 6 spot in the Greater St. Helens League. They will take on the EVCO number 3 in a play-in game. Winner gets to go to the double elimination portion of the district tournament. Losers, season is over, and they will get ready for the spring sports season. Minute 30 now until the start of the second half. Hope you guys have had a good time watching so far. And this is the tune-up for tomorrow night's matchup. The Mark Morris Monarchs travel over to R.A. Long in boys basketball, and it's going to be bedlam. World War II instead of Civil War II, if you ask me, between Mark Morris and R.A. Long for the league championship, outright league championship attempt for R.A. Long, and a split league championship hoping for the Mark Morris Monarchs. R.A. Long a game ahead in the standings and already one head-to-head victory in their back pocket. That game is going to be very epic, and I'm hoping to set another live stream viewing record. So be sure to share that link with friends and family. The link is currently up on Facebook and on YouTube. And the easy way to not forget it is to just follow us on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page, wherever you're watching from, and you get the notification of when we go live. That way you won't miss the action.
Thanks everyone for their generosity. Tonight's Minute to Win It raised $336 for the joint Mark Morris R.A. Long Senior Party. Thank you very, very much.
It'll be Mark Morris basketball to start the second half. Gorns still with a dribble. Pivoting around now, fires a pass. Johnson off the dribble, stops and pops. High arcing shot, no good. And Johnson just rips it out of Magonia's hands and gives Mark Morris another possession. Hesitation, shot blocked by Austin out of bounds on the attempt by Keamaki Evie. Johnston inbounds near corner. Maki Evie looking to bounce pass entry. Does to Johnson. Johnson throws it up top with the left hand. Monarchs moving it around now, cutting across the lane. Gazzotti dribbles back near side. Finds Maki Evie. Maki Evie picks up her dribble. Closely guarded now by Magonia. Kiki comes over and grabs it. 4 on the shot clock. Drives, throws it up. Bounces off the rim. There's Johnston again with another offensive rebound. Finds Gorns. An open 3, no good. Rebound Malia Brown. Johnston, though, again, just showing her value out here. Garwood bounces pass near side. Austin, nice drop step spin. Kept her foot down, didn't travel. Finds Garwood for 3, no good. Good look, though, for R.A. Long. Keamaki Evie with the board, pushing it up. Now near side, Kiki. Bounce pass, stolen away by Austin. Alana Brown with it now. Zone defense being played by the Monarchs. Bounce pass behind Austin, stolen away. Jills not getting back here on defense. Going up strong and finishing is Cadence Gorins, who leads the team with 12. She was the player of the game in the first Civil War, and she's got a foot in the door already here in this one. Long pass up ahead from Brown to Brown, and it's stolen away by Gazzotti. Johnston, long bounce pass up ahead. Kiki gathers. Footwork, passes out Kea. Top of the circle, Gazzotti goes to Johnson. Johnson gets right around Brown, goes up with the right off the window. Johnston now with 4. 33-16. Brown gets it, crosses over, loses a handle, dives to the floor, and we got a timeout R.A. Long as Brown secures it. 5:47 to go in the third quarter. Mark Morris scoring the first 4 of the period. Jake Moe says in the comment section it's going to be a dogfight tomorrow night. I couldn't agree more, Jake. It's going to be an epic battle. R.A. Long won the first one 69-58. An 11-point win. Mark Morris came out scorching hot, as you might remember. There were a lot of R.A. Long fans that were kind of clinched up at the time in the live stream comment section, but once their team started to get going, the defense followed behind it. And R.A. Long rode that defense and hot shooting to a 18-point advantage at one point. They went on a 30-9 run through the second quarter all the way to near the end of the third quarter. So a dominating middle portion of the ball game for R.A. Long, and it was just too much for Mark Morris to come back from. It'll be interesting to see how tomorrow night's game plays out, but both Longview teams finishing number 1 and number 2 in the Greater St. Helens League. Columbia River will be your 3, and Ridgefield will be your 4. After the timeout, a turnover by R.A. Long. Long pass up ahead. R.A. Long didn't see it coming. Gorns somehow able to track it down, and the Monarchs looking to settle in on this possession. Johnston gets it to Maka-Evie. A 3 is up and cash. Kea Maka-Evie now with 13. Reese Johnston with the assist. Long pass up ahead, near corner. Magana coming over is Brown. Brown sets her feet, throws up a 3, no good. Garwood, offensive board. Circling left, double team, bounce pass feed to Malia Brown, kicks it out to Alana. Alana off the dribble, jump stop, clutches, and 1 for Alana Brown. Tough bucket there off the dribble drive. 5 now for Alana Brown, and she'll look for the old-fashioned 3-point play here. Misses the first and only free throw. Rebound Gorans. Inside, Gorans misses the shot. Austin's there for the board. Magana swishes home a 2. Nice confident shot there. Jocelyn Magana now with 5.
Magana Romero.
Maka-Evie has a screen. Johnston has a 3, no good. Garwood grabs the rebound. Brown dribbles it all the way into the paint, tries to kick it out, and it'll be interesting to see if this is over and back. Yep, and I think that they were gonna call for a deflection, and J.D. Ott trying to plead his case to the near sideline official for some help, doesn't get it, and it's a Lumberjills turnover. 4:04 to go, third quarter, 36-20. Bounce pass entry, Gorns finds a cutter. Gazzotti, but she can't handle it, but she goes down, picks it up, and tries to roll it out. Johnston might have fouled there on Magana, but the loose ball is picked up by Malia Brown. Johnston wolves from behind and saves it in bounds. And now we've got 2 players on the floor. It's Maka-Evie and Alana Brown. Jump ball, possession arrow favors R.A. Long. Magana fires a pass that's just outside the reach of Austin. Jills turned it over, 3:38 to go, third quarter.
Zuger in for the Lumberjills.
Checking in for R.A. Long is number 21, Delaney Zuger. Kiki head fake drive. Shot no good, short. Taps it up and punches it more or less out of bounds. Garwood right in her hip. Trying not to give her any space. Garwood's done a great job on Kiki Maka-Evie tonight, only allowing 2 points so far. The turnover bug biting R.A. Long here again in the third quarter. Brown fires a pass up with the left hand. Johnston saves it unnecessarily. Brown comes in and deflects it, but the Monarchs get the turnover anyway. Dribbling out of the corner, Maka-Evie dives to the floor after losing it. Timeout, Sean Atkins. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 3:04 to go in the third quarter. 36-20. Lead holding at 16 here. Fans, if you aren't, make sure that you subscribe to Blast Zone Media. Blast Zone Media providing local sports coverage for high school, college, and so much more for game stories, previews, photos. Be sure to subscribe to Blast Zone Media. $8 a month for unlimited access. Free 7-day trial available at blastzonemedia.com. Local supporting local here in Cowlitz County and beyond. After the timeout, Mark Morris with the rock. Kayamaka Evie gets it into Johnston. Johnston, a Kentucky 2, short, Austin with the board. Momentarily, and we got a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Cadence Gorins. Gorins thought she had tied it up for a jump. Jills get it across, a double team on Alana Brown. Brown finds Zuger, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Johnston.
Camry Gazzotti into the Monarchs.
Camry Gazzotti checking in for Kayamaka Evie, 2:47 to go, third quarter. Brown spins off the defender. Shot rolls down for Alana Brown now with 7. Lead down to 14. And now it's the Monarchs almost turning it over. Gorins comes over after the save by Gazzotti. Gazzotti's 3 from the corner, short. Austin with the rebound. Leaking out is Garwood. No one sees her, but Austin doesn't risk it. Gets it to Brown. And Alana brings it across, crosses over. Now driving left, out to the corner, picks it up. Garwood being guarded by Gazzotti, fires a pass down low. Good position, Austin, turnaround shot with the right is good. Jills keeping it close. Austin now with 6, a steal immediately by Brown, misses the shot, stays with it, and it's a loose ball foul, on Mark Morris. Just like that, the tide has turned in the Lumberjills corner. 1:52 to go here in the third. And the Jills are staying in striking distance here. Alana Brown to inbound. Bounce pass, a lot of traffic there, and the ball's out of bounds, and it's off R.A. Long. So the extra opportunity unable to be cashed in, but the Jills showing signs of life. Austin now with 6 after the made basket. Possession to go. Off the dribble, a drive, scoop shot by Cole. She's fouled and will head to the line for 2.
Fouls on Garwood, her third. Cole shooting 2.
Bree Garwood called for the foul. It's her 3rd personal. And Cole misses the free throw short. So the Monarchs allowing Ari Long to kind of hang around here. With 1:37 to go, Cole misses and Garwood rebounds. Garwood outlet up ahead. Brown now with it. Austin keeps the ball away from the defender at the moment. Johnson comes in and strips it. Johnson out in front, gets the outlet, goes up and scores. So Reese Johnson refusing to allow the Lumberjills to close the gap any further, pushes the lead back up to 14. Garwood, near corner pass. Austin goes top of the circle, fumbled away. Last touch, I believe, by Gorins, and it is. It'll stay with R.A. Long. 1:04 to go, third quarter. Montgomery to Zuger. Zuger back out to Brown. Brown looking to drive baseline, cut off there by Camry Gazzotti. Garwood fouled, and I think it's going to be on the floor, but I think also it's going to be the 5th team foul. Oh, it looks like they got 4 team fouls on the scoreboard here, so Zuger will inbound it. Brown comes open immediately. Double team, Brown fires it up anyway, no good. And a jump ball under the basket. Garwood and Camry Gazzotti tied up. Mark Morris has the possession arrow. 47.2 to go. Johnston picks up her dribble, left open, wide open. Johnston now with 8. She's got 6 in the quarter. Bounce pass feed, clinically done. Montgomery scores it. That's Samantha Montgomery's first basket.
Montgomery for a basket.
Shot up no good by Kiki Makaivi, but she's fouled and will head to the free throw line for two. 9.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Delaney Zuger called for the foul. And the first free throw by Kiki is good. 3 now in the ball game for Kiki Makaivi. And the second free throw also good for Kiki. Lead back up to 16. Garwood double teamed in the backcourt, needs to find some help. Montgomery comes and gets it. This has got to go up, and it doesn't in time. Evelyn Austin unable to catch and release before the third quarter ends. 42-26. Mark Morris with the 16-point advantage. Ari Long wins the third quarter. Got to give the Jills credit. Things were starting to look a little bit bleak in the first couple of minutes there of the third. Oh, excuse me. I said that Ari. I misspoke. Ari Long did not outscore Mark Morris in the quarter. I was looking at the wrong category. Mark Morris outscored Ari Long 13-10. It'll be Ari Long basketball to start the fourth quarter.
If you'd please pull out your blue ticket for the 50-50, winning raffle number is 439955. Winning raffle 955.
Garwood in the middle of the winning ticket number. Jump shot no good. Trailer Makaivi fouled, I believe, from behind here by Malia Brown. No free throws. Baseline inbound, and Malia Brown is called for the foul.
Malia Brown with the foul. Her first, team first.
Inbound goes to Destiny Watson. Kiki open for three, near corner. Wide, wide, wide open.
Kiki Makaivi for two.
They might have only called that a two. Long pass up ahead, off the fingertips of Brown and out of bounds.
In for the Lumberjills, Montgomery. In for the Monarchs, Stratenberg.
Johnston wide open, a three. Just too easy right now. 11 for Johnston, 9 in the second half. Brown dribbles in, shot good, counted and one for Alana Brown. Brown, a senior playing in her final Civil War. Doesn't want to go down without a fight here.
Fouls on Johnston, her third.
48-28, 6:57 to go. Brown shooting for the old-fashioned three-point play. Rattles it home. Alana now in double figures with 10. Makaivi finds Johnson. Johnson rotation to Cole. Cole blocked by Magana. Snatched out of the air by Austin. Austin picks up her dribble. Backdoor cut there by Garwood to get some space. Now Montgomery Gets it to the trailer, Austin. Austin off the dribble, back to the basket, drop step spin, beautiful. Best move of the season by far. 8 now for Evelyn Austin. Off the dribble, drop step spin, Jay. Crossover, Johnston, left-hand shot, wow. Johnston is ridiculous right now. That is as tough as it gets. 2 players showcasing some serious skill. Back-to-back plays. Johnston pokes it loose. Johnston looking up, lobs it underneath. Maka Evie on the block, scores. Kiki now with 8. Johnston comes over, double teams, knocks the ball. Oh, nope, didn't knock it loose. Magana just lost it out of bounds. Grace Eaton checking in here. 52-31. Johnston's just menacing right now in the second half, and she subs out. Fredenberg into the ball game. And as well as Grace Eaton, who inbounds it. And the ball's tapped out of bounds by R.A. Long. So a deeper inbound here for Fredenberg. Off the dribble, Maka Evie. Floater is good. 10 all of a sudden for Kiki Maka Evie. Garwood gets it across. Bounce pass, feed Montgomery. Quick pass to Malia Brown. Her jumper's short. Last touched. Oh, wow. That was like pretty obvious. It looked like it went off of Destiny Watson's right hand. But it's going to be Mark Morris basketball. 5:21 to go in the ball game. That's a 23-point lead now for Mark Morris. Far side, screen by Watson for Maka Evie. Kiki loses it, rolls out to Cole. Cole now off the dribble into the paint, kicks top the circle. Fredenberg leaves it short. Out to Kiki, though, for a long rebound. Kiki fires a pass to Cole. Cole, a triple up, no good. And it's Delaney Zuger with the rebound, and it's tied up by Grace Eaton. Possession arrow favoring Mark Morris with 4:52 left in the ball game. Kiki looking to inbound it. Bounce pass entry, Eaton. Eaton, a senior, and Watson, a senior, yet to score. Fredenberg travels. .445 to go in the ball game. Fans, think about player of the game. Denied there by Cole. R.A. Long will inbound it again. The Monarchs not backing off as far as pressure. Evelyn Austin is going to check back into the game for Malia Brown. Inbound goes to Alana Brown, back to Bree Garwood. Garwood near sideline to Austin. Brown dribbles over near side, tries to throw a pass to Zuger. Instead, it's out of bounds into the first row. Rayleigh Gazzotti and Kea Maka-Evie into the ball game. 4 seniors out there to go along with Paisley Fredenberg. Kea Maka-Evie will bring it up. Eaton rotates it. Rayleigh now with it. Goes to Maka-Evie far side. Kea off the dribble, being bumped. No call. Finally a call here. Zuger's going to pick up a personal.
Fouls on Zuger, her second, team second.
To the corner. Fredenberg picks up her dribble and travels. Couple turnovers there by Paisley Fredenberg. But a 23-point lead, no harm, no foul. One-hand pass goes to Austin. Austin, another one-hand pass to Magana. Magana tries to get it to Garwood. Saved by Fredenberg. Brown picks it up. Brown, tough shot, no good. Watson and Zuger battling for it. Zuger is on the baseline with the basketball. Mark Morris possession. Kea Maka-Evie keeping her dribble. Scoop shot with the right, no good. Watson rebounds, goes up with the left, off the window. Senior Destiny Watson gets on the score sheet. Bounce pass up ahead deflected by Mark Morris. R.A. Long will inbound far side. Austin back to the basket. Drop step spin near side. Shot up, no good, just a little bit strong. Eaton with the rebound, but Austin showing a great display of footwork here tonight and control off the dribble. R.A. Long has plenty of building blocks here, and they still got a game coming up next week. But a good learning experience for them, taking on a really good Mark Morris squad that's been to the regional tournament 2 years in a row, looking to make it 3.
Montgomery in for the Lumberjills.
3:11 to go in the ball game. Far side entry pass. Watson controls now to Eaton. Back to Maka-Evie. Maka-Evie being guarded by Brown. Back to the basket. Looking to dribble in. Montgomery comes over and ties it up. It's a jump. And possession arrow favors R.A. Long. I gotta tell you, Samantha Montgomery, she only has 2 points, but she's had some contributions here tonight off the bench for R.A. Long. And she's just a sophomore. And again, you look for as many small victories as you can for the Lumberjills. Brown double teamed. Looked like she was throwing a pass down low. See if they give her shots here. And they do. 2 free throws coming for Alana Brown. 2:40 to go in the ball game. First free throw rolls off. Second free throw is good for Alana Brown, who now has 11, excuse me. Drive, poked loose. Montgomery comes away with the steal. Like I said, she's had a good game. Maybe some numbers up ahead now as Brown pushes. Brown dribbles near side, jump stop, shot. Bounces up and off. Watson's there for the rebound far side, gets it to Eaton. Now Maka-Evie nearly has it poked loose. Fumbles it backcourt. They need some help. Lob it up ahead to Gorans. Gorans almost established in the front court. Not called for an over and back. And we're going to get a foul on Gorans. Turned back over to R.A. Long here. 56-32.
Fouls on Gorans, her second, team's third.
Brown pivots, drives baseline, throws it up long. Watson able to corral it, and it's poked loose. Maka-Evie trying to shield off Ofsted. It's picked up, dribbled out of the far corner, coming back near side. Gazzotti finds Eaton. Eaton needs to score on senior night, airballs that one, and it's touched out of bounds by Watson. 1:37 left. Fire it up there. Yep, that's what you do. Magana pushes it up ahead to Brown. Brown for 3. No good. Rebound corralled by Gorans. 1:20 to go in the ball game. Subs coming in here. Gorans is called for traveling. Paisley Friedenberg, Ashlyn Cole, Maddie Gouet It looks like Wednesday Cavazos also out there. Magana's 2, no good. And Cavazos with the rebound, bounce pass up ahead. Nobody home for Mark Morris. Brown off the dribble, being guarded by Gue. Garwood, Austin, long 2, tapped out of bounds. Last touched by Cavazos. 44.8 left in the ball game. Montgomery goes far side. Garwood being guarded by Friedenberg. Magana fires a pass. Cole trails the pass, taps it loose, and it's going to be a loose ball foul. It's going to go against Ashlyn Cole. 30.7 left in the ball game. Magana to inbound it. Goes top of the circle. Brown, jump stop triple. No good. Austin tracks down the offensive rebound. A 3 is up, no good. Cole races over, grabs it. Monarchs do not need to take another shot. They can run this thing out. But I wouldn't be surprised if another shot goes up. Down low, Harrison kicks it out. It's stolen. Crowd was screaming for Harrison to go up with that. Brown now with it. 4 on the clock. A 3 is up and off, and that's going to do it. Gue throws it up, and it doesn't get there. 56-32. Senior night. Mark Morris comes away with the Civil War victory, the 6th straight win by the Monarchs in the Civil War rivalry. They improved to 13-7 overall, 10-4 in the Greater St. Helens League. They will be the number 3 seed from the Greater St. Helens League, and they will take on the EVCO number 2 coming up next week. R.A. Long now on a 2-game losing streak overall, 6-14 on the season, 4-10 in league play. But a 24-point win by the Monarchs here in this one. Fans, we're going to talk about player of the game here in just a couple of moments and go over the happy totals. If you want to type in your vote for player of the ball game, I encourage you to do so. If not, I'm still going to name one.
This year, both Lockwood High Schools and girls basketball advanced to the playoffs. On Wednesday night, R.A. Long will play at the number 3 Evergreen Conference seed. The win on that, they'll go into the bracket for Friday night. Next Friday, Monarch girls will travel to the Evergreen Conference number 2 for a first-round district playoff action.
And Robert Blackman talking a little bit about the playoffs upcoming for both teams. Well, let's go over the happy totals here, and we'll name a player of the ball game. First, for the winners of Mark Morris, stat sheet stuffed. I got to total everything up and make sure that my math is mathing. All right. I do believe that I have it here. When I say that, it's like I'm still mathing.
If you've lost your keys,
Uh-oh, if you've lost your keys, that's a bad sign.
got a set of car keys here at the
Car
store
keys,
table.
I better have mine. All right, here we go for Mark Morris. Unofficial numbers here. Reese Johnson with 13. Kea Maki-Evi also with 13. Cadence Gorns with 12. Kiki Maki-Evi with 10. And then Rayleigh Gazzotti with 3. Camry Gazzotti with 2. And Destiny Watson with 2. So the scoring lead shared by Reese Johnson, who had 11 of her 13 in the second half, and Kea Maka-Evie doing most of her damage in the first half. 56 total tonight for the Monarchs in the win. For R.A. Long, Alana Brown with 11, Evelyn Offson with 8, Bree Garwood with 6, Jocelyn Magana with 5, and Samantha Montgomery with 2. 32 tonight for the Lumberjills in defeat. You know, I think that I'm going to make this one pretty easy here tonight. I will not want to take away anything from what Reese Johnson did here tonight with her 13 points. And I know that it's the second Civil War in a row where she could have easily been named player of the game. But Kea Maka-Evie, in my opinion, was the player of the game. She really turned the momentum in the Monarchs' favor there in the second quarter, ends up scoring 10 points in the first half. And, of course, she's a senior. Reese has got plenty more games available in a Monarchs uniform. So Kea Maka-Evie with 13 tonight, senior, is your player of the game. Congratulations to Kea Maka-Evie and to the Mark Morris Monarchs on the win by 24 points tonight, 56-32. Again, Mark Morris is slated to play the Evergreen number 2 seed, which begins on Valentine's Day. So Mark Morris will be traveling. Time still be to be determined and opponent to be determined, but more than likely it's going to be Black Hills, could still be Tumwater. R.A. Long will be playing the number 3 EVCO team in a play-in game, which, again, same teams in the equation, either Black Hills or Tumwater. But smart money is on Tumwater being the opponent. That game would be Wednesday, February the 12th, on the road for R.A. Long. Those would be your next games for both teams. And again, a 6-game winning streak in the series. Sean Atkins hasn't lost yet head-to-head to J.D. Ott, as Coach Ott still looking for his first Civil War victory. But congratulations to Kea Maka-Evie, the live stream player of the game here tonight. But Mark Morris ended up falling behind early in the ball game, down 11-8 in the first quarter, but then a 21-5 outburst in the second put the Monarchs on top by 13 heading into the break. The Jills played tough in the third quarter. Mark Morris still outscored him 13-10, and then a 14-6 finish in the final 8 minutes gave the Monarchs the 24-point victory here at home. But an exciting ball game here tonight, emotional atmosphere, being at senior night, and the seniors posing for pictures and saying their last goodbyes, probably their last game here on this court as players for the Mark Morris Monarchs. So congratulations to all the seniors for both teams on outstanding athletic careers for R.A. Long and Mark Morris alike. Final score again, 56-32. The Monarchs win it and sweep the season series from the Lumberjills, but both teams still have basketball to play coming up next week. And tomorrow night, there's more basketball to be streamed over at the Lumberdome. R.A. Long hosting Mark Morris in a battle of top 10 teams. And what a season it's been for both. Someone is going to lay claim to the league championship. R.A. Long has already earned a share of it. Mark Morris can join him with a win. And they're also playing for the number 1 seed heading into the district tournament. That also starts next week. So do not miss that one. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night. We're going to go live at 6:45, and tip-off should be sometime around 7 o'clock Pacific. You will not want to miss it. That's going to wrap things up for me here tonight. Again, Mark Morris, 56, R.A. Long, 32. Your player of the game, senior Kea Maka-Evie with 13 points in the victory. Special thank you to R.A. Long and Mark Morris Athletics for always having me to come stream all these ball games. And we'll be saying the same thing again tomorrow night over at the Lumberdome on Joe Moses Court. R.A. Long hosting Mark Morris. Nick Sisson saying so long from Mark Morris High School. 56-32 Monarchs win it. We're back at it tomorrow night. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you all have a great evening, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow night. You all take care now.